EA Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Maryland's offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play. They're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Avery. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Trojans' offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Poe. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab. It's Morin. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Trojans are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. The incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Making side adjustments here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll try to pop the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll give it to him again. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up with the 28.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times and lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun to give to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Caught in the backfield, it's Avery. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
You guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The run to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Grab behind the line. It's Avery. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to pass. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Backs looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Morin. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Poe. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Fires to the big fella. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Addison. Oh, he's got some space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just a little off. Incomplete. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to...
He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Addison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes in the 39. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in the... Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Into the end zone, and he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Finding an escape route. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the wells. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's
They get the W, and with that, That being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always